Okay, hi. So my name is Nur Akida binti Sabri. So today I'm going to present to you about the TSR capital per head counter analysis. Okay, a little bit about the company's background. So it first incorporated in 1991 as TSR Bina Sendirian Berhad. It specialized in the construction contracting business as well as the property investment development. So it covers a wide range of sector of the building and civil engineering, including infrastructure, residential, commercial, industrial, and etc. And it was listed in the Bursa Malaysia as TSR CAP since 2002. Okay, next we dive into the TSR Capital Berhad stock analysis during 8th of January 2035. Okay, so we use 5 different indicators in the analysis of this counter. So first of all, in the moving average, it was seen that the price of the counter is moving upward. And then plus it creates an intersection which create a signal. So therefore, I would suggest to the investor to sell the stock. Next is the MACD. So I have set the overbought and oversold or at 0.007 and negative 0.007 respectively. So as you can see here, the MACD line is at 0.0041, which is almost near to the overbought sell. So therefore, I would suggest to the investor to sell the stock as well. And then the third indicator is the RAC, which is rate of change. So for this stock, the ROC is seen as the negative 10.6%. And I have set the overbought and also oversold at 10% and also negative 10%. Therefore, the ROC already breached the overbought percentage, so I would suggest to the investor to sell the stock. And then the fourth indicator is the relative strength index RSI. So the stock is at 59.1%, which is a neutral position. But however, it is very close to the overbought line, which is 70%. Therefore, I will suggest to the investor to hold to sell. And then lastly is the stochastic indicator. So we need to see the K percent in this indicator. So for this stock, the indicator is at 75%, which very near to the overbought line, which is at 80%. Therefore, I will suggest to the investor to sell their stock in order to gain the profit. So in conclusion, for this stock, for TSR Capital Berhad, I will suggest to the investor mostly to sell their stock, as it was seen that they will gain a profit by seeing all the indicators shown above. Okay, first is introduction. Technical analysis is a method used in financial markets to analyze and predict price movement based on historical price and volume data. It involves the use of various technical indicators such as a moving average or Bollinger Band, moving average convergence divergence, rate of change, relative strength index, and stochastic. Okay, I choose Malakoff Corporation Berhad. Okay, first of all is a background of Malakoff Corporation Berhad. Okay, Malakoff Corporation Berhad is Malaysia's largest independent power producer. With a net generating capacity from 8 seed power plants, Malakoff report revenue of 9.07 billion ringgit Malaysia, a 12.4% decrease from 10.36 billion ringgit Malaysia in 2022. Okay, strategic initiative Malakoff is actively expanding its renewable energy portfolio, focusing on solar, small hydropower, biogas and biomass projects. Malakoff has established an international footprint of innovative solutions, notably through its
power generation and water desalination venture in Saudi Arabia, Bahrain and Oman. Okay, the chart above is shown the potential signal for Malakoff Corporation Berhad on 8 January 2025. I will explain detailed analysis of each indicator and the overall investment recommendation on the day. Let's see at Bollinger Band. Price is near the upper band at 0.91, indicating that it may be in an overbought condition. They often suggest caution for further buying, but it needs confirmation from other indicators. The buy signal indicates bullish momentum and the price has broken resistance level, signaling potential upward movement. So my suggestion to investor to buy the stock, wait for it and try at midline. Let's see at moving average convergence divergence. On this date, the MACD line is crossing above the signal line, moving toward positive territory. Okay, this is a bullish signal indicating potential upward momentum. My suggestion to investor to hold to buy the line crossing above. Buy signal indicates bullish momentum and the price has broken resistance level, signaling potential upward movement. For the rate of change is at 15.9%, a strong positive value, suggesting bullish momentum. Sustained positive ROC can signal continued upward movement. Okay, my suggestion is hold to buy for existing position, no new buy until stabilizer. Buy signal indicates bullish momentum and the price has broken resistance level, signaling potential upward movement. Okay, let's see at relative strength index. Okay, the RSI is at 93.8%, which is extremely high and suggests a bubble condition. Stock with an RSI above 70 are often considered overbought and may face a price correction. Sell signal are in a overbought zone, which may indicate a potential reversal or consolidation. So I would suggest to investors sell the stock. At stochastic oscillator, okay, both % and D% are at 3.8% and 94%. respectively. This value indicate overbought condition like the RSI. However, a continuous stay in the overbought zone could signal strength in the current trend. I would suggest to investors sell the stock. Sell signal are in overbought zone, which may indicate a potential reversal or consolidation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Vizan bin Oslan and I will present my technical analysis, which is I choose Pintaras Jaya Berhad for my analysis. So the background of the company is this company started business in year 1989 with founded by Dr. Chu Hong Kiong. They start as public listed company in year 1994 and transfer in the. So this is chart for Pintaras Jaya Berhad on Wednesday 8 January 2025 with indicator of moving average coverage divergence, stochastic, rate of change and a relative strength index. So I will explain the detailed analysis of each indicator. The first one is moving average. Based on the indicator moving average, the closing price is 1.550, slightly decrease the 20 days moving average of 1.523. This indicator shows this has signal when the price line, which is the black line, intersects the moving average line, the red line. There is strongly the signal of bearish trend and allow the investor to sell. So my recommendation for this indicator is to sell. The second is moving average convergence divergence. So based on the indicator of this indicator, the signal line value of is 0.0122 and the closing price is negative 0.0087, slightly below the zero line. So this indicator line shows that it's below the signal line and intersect the zero line. This is potential bearish momentum, and my recommendation for this indicator might be good to sell. The third indicator is stochastic. Based on this indicator, on 8 January 2024, K line is 35.7% and the D line is 51.7%, and both slightly to midly bearish momentum. This is strongly to sell if the K line is going down below the 20% line. Therefore, the recommendation for this indicator is hold to sell the stock for now and monitor the signal before making the decision to sell, because its potential signal will be going up or down. The fourth is rate of change, ROC. Based on this indicator, the signal line, which is the green line, is negative 0.1%, is slightly below the zero line, and this is potential to bearish price momentum because the signal line is intersecting the zero line. The strong negative value implies the investor may be oversold, presenting is the potential might be going up or going down. The recommendation for this indicator is hold to sell, since the signal line is weak and unclear signal and allows the investor to wait before taking further action. The last is RSI, Relative Strength Index. So based on this indicator, the signal line is 58.2%, which is in the natural zone. The signal line leans slightly towards bullish momentum, and this might happen if the signal will be going up or down. Since the signal of RSI is not over the buy and sell, my recommendation is hold to sell until the signal show the strong signal and the investor can make the decision to take action. So based on the detailed analysis of Pinterest Berhad stock chart and evaluation of 5 technical indicators, below is the final suggestion on signal. The first one is moving average, strong bearish momentum, and recommendation is to sell. Moving average, convergence, divergence, MACD, strong bearish momentum, and my recommendation is to sell. Stochastic, no significant signal, and recommendation is hold to sell. ROC, no significant signal, my recommendation is hold to sell. RSI, no significant signal, and my recommendation is hold to sell. My final recommendation of investment, the first one is so based on the analysis of Pinterest Berhad stock chart as at 8 January 2025, there is no recommendation to investor to buy the stock because the signal bearish momentum. Recommendation, the investor proceeds to hold the stock since the indicator shows the bearish momentum until the signal positively goes up and making decision for further action. The second recommendation is the analysis suggests holding the position rather than immediate sale. Although the indicator of MA and MACD shows the strong signal for sale, there is no confirmation of bearish signal. Indicators of stochastic, ROC, and RSI are neutral signal, which is there is still have opportunities to be a buying signal. So my recommendation, the investor maintains hold to sell. Most indicators show the holding stock is neither significantly overbought and oversell until the signal turn it to bearish momentum and potential to sell the stock.
Next, I would like present of Optimat. First, I can present about company background of Optimat. Optimat Eye Specialist Center has established itself as one of the most reputable eye care provider in Southeast Asia, with a large clientele base. We have expanded to provide a full spectrum of eye care treatment, including cataract, glaucoma, dry eyes, and others. Clients both local and international patients from in around the region: Malaysian, Indonesian, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, Australia, China, Hong Kong, Japan constantly travel all the way just to be with us in indeed a true testament to our reputation for surgical excellence. Now, I can show about analysis of Optimat on 8 January 2025 stock chart. 5 indicator of analysis of Optimat: moving average conversion division, rate of change, relative straight index, and stochastic. As you can see about the moving average, for observation price is below a down sloping moving average, I can recommend investor to sell because indicator a bearish trend, and I can suggest avoiding buying until price close above the moving average. Second, moving average convergence divergence. For observation, MACD line equal negative 0.064 and signal line equal negative 0.046, and I can recommend investor to sell because CMACD is below the signal line and the negative territory, and I can suggest ongoing bearish momentum. Third, rate of change. The observation rate of change is at 0.8%. For recommendation investor to sell because reflect weakness momentum, I can suggest bearish condition and caution a new position. Fourth, relative straight index, RSI. For the observation of RSI is at 41%, I can recommend investor to hold because below the neutral level 50 but above the oversold threshold 30. For indicator weight momentum but not extreme oversold condition. Lastly, stochastic. Stochastic is K percent equal 46.75% and D equal 50.84%. I can recommend investor to hold because neither overbought not oversold, and then not clear buy or sell signal at current level. The final suggestion on signal, moving average, rate of change, moving average conversion division, recommendation to sell because the bearish, and RSI and stochastic, recommendation to hold because there is not strong evidence of a reversal yet.
Okay, next I'm Abdul Rahim Amin bin Amir Hamzah will explain about the last counter, which is Tenaga Nasional Berhad. About the company produce, transmit, distribute and sell electricity in addition to providing other related services. Its segment is retail, distribution network, grid and generation makeup. Okay, so this is the analysis of Tenaga stock chart as at 8 January 2025 using 5 technical indicators which are moving average, MACD, ROC, RSI and stochastic. Okay, the first one is moving average. According to the chart, there is no intersection or crossover between the price and moving average. Hence, there is no buying or selling signal. Therefore, the position should be hold. But since the price line is going down and the moving average line is going up, it is a high possibility that the price will intersect with the moving average line in the near future. Based on this analysis, I would recommend the investor to hold to sell in the future. Okay, the second one is MACD. Based on this figure, the MACD line stated a value of 0.163 is below the overbought line value, which is 0.185. There is no any intersection between the MACD line with the overbought line. Hence, there is no any significant selling signal. However, the MACD line value is much closer to the overbought line rather than the equilibrium line. Due to this position, I would recommend the investor to hold to sell in the future. Okay, the third one is ROC. Based on the ROC line stated a value of 2.3 and compared to the overbought line, which is 7.476, it is much closer to the equilibrium line. Hence, it does not create any significant signal. Due to this position, I would recommend the investor to hold. No significant recommendation can be made further because I'm not sure how long the price is going to move to the next signal. Okay, the fourth one is RSI. Based on the RSI figure, the RSI value is at 62.7%, which is below the overbought line value, which is 70. There is no intersection between the RSI and overbought. Hence, there is no significant selling signal there. However, since the RSI value is closer to the overbought line compared to the equilibrium line, which is 50, I will recommend the investor to hold to sell in the future. Okay, the last indicator is stochastic. According to the chart, the value of stochastic K is 41.9%, which is lower than overbought line value, which is 80. Since there is no any intersection between the stochastic K and overbought line, hence there is no any selling signal. Additionally, as the stochastic K is close to the equilibrium line, which is 50, I would recommend to the investor to hold. That is because I'm not sure how long the price is going to move to the next signal. Okay, based on the majority and dominant result from these 5 indicators, my final suggestion and recommendation to the investor is to hold to sell.